Buongiorno and welcome. Today, we're diving into the vibrant and diverse culture of Italy. From the passionate people and world-renowned cuisine to the rich history and cherished traditions, Italian culture is a fascinating journey through art, history, and culinary delights. So let's begin our exploration. To talk about the Italian people, Italy is home to about 60 million people, but they're known for a lot of their warmth, creativity, and strong sense of community. I've noticed that within the language, values, and lifestyle categories, the official language is Italian with a bunch of different dialects spoken across the country, but most Italians speak English, especially in the tourist areas. So for us, it really wasn't too much of a challenge to kind of order food, get around, ask questions, or even just get tour guides to kind of take us through the city and really understand more about the culture. When it comes to Italian values, I noticed that family is really the cornerstone of Italian life. And everybody is so close-knit and really has such frequent gatherings that it's really important to kind of understand the deep appreciation for both beauty, art, and craftsmanship, which is really evident through like the different architecture, fashion, and just kind of day-to-day life when you kind of are exploring around Italy. And I really also enjoyed kind of learning about the lifestyle, and I felt that they have a love for socializing. Every time I would really meet anyone or kind of meet new Italian friends, I often found that they really enjoy a slower pace of life. So kind of like long meals, they have afternoon breaks, kind of similar to France, but they also have like a balance between work and leisure. Moving on to more of the Italian cuisine and food, we noticed that each region kind of has its own specialties. So for example, Northern Italy is known for more risotto and polenta dishes, while Southern Italy is famous for pasta and pizza. So you can really see a difference, specifically for us when we stayed in like Torino, for example. We noticed that there was a big difference between the pizza there than if you're staying in like Rome or Florence. It's a big kind of drastic difference. Up next is the Italian history. And you can kind of see that more of the ancient civilizations, movements, and kind of political transformations really ties into the infrastructure and really how everything was built. So the Roman Empire was definitely one of the most influential civilizations in history, whether it's leaving a legacy in architecture, law, and language, or kind of just like the structures like the Colosseum, the Roman Forum, and the Pantheon still kind of show in these testaments to Rome's history. And then during the Renaissance, we kind of see the more period of like artistic and cultural rebirth, kind of like in Florence, Venice, and Rome, whether it's like Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, Raphael, all these masterpieces had kind of been created throughout this period of time. And so then that kind of shows us how it kind of became a unified nation in 1861 with Rome as the capital. And now it's the founding member of the European Union, and it's kind of a center for fashion, design, and cuisine. Lastly is the Italian traditions, which are deeply rooted in the history and are celebrated with a great amount of enthusiasm. So some of the festivals that I learned about are Palio di Siena, which is a historical horse race, and it's held twice a year in Siena, where like different cities and districts compete in this colorful like medieval style event. And then also from our property manager, he discussed how the Carnival of Venice is famous for like different masks and costumes, and it's like a festival concluding of more like masquerade type of events and really dressing up as crazy as you can think. And then also, I just feel that Italy is really known for its contribution to like arts, whether it's like galleries, historical sites, or even just museums. There's so much to really showcase the history, and there's so much to explore. And just kind of going around and seeing everything for myself, I found that everything has such a lasting impact, whether you are going to the churches or the buildings. It's just something that you will really never see in the US, and it's such an impactful way of really getting to know the culture. In conclusion, Italian culture is such a rich mosaic of history, passion, innovation, and tradition. Whether you're savoring a plate of pasta, walking through the Colosseum, or even maybe seeing the different museums and art, really the impact of Italian culture is something I've never experienced before. Grazie, and thank you for joining this cultural journey.